Hi guys, I hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in today into the broadcast. Now, it is currently the 20th of May and we are approaching the last few days of Ramadan, which is the religious festival for Muslims. So with that in mind, I know there's a lot of people out there that kind of struggle to understand what Ramadan is all about and why Muslims do what they do during this period. For those of you that don't know, I live in the Middle East as well. So I thought I would invite a beautiful lady on today called Zanib. And Zanib is going to share with us all about Ramadan and the principles underlying it and why Muslims celebrate this holy month. Hi Zanib, welcome to the live stream.
Hello. Hi dear, hi. Thank you so much for inviting me for this great opportunity to talk to you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, thank you for being a guest, and it's so wonderful to see your gorgeous face again. It's been a long time since you and I connected. I was just saying, as per the introduction, there's the need to those that are watching, is that we're currently approaching the end of Ramadan, which is the holy month, and holy month for Muslims. And we have people watching this from all over the world, and it's very much apparent, obviously, when you live in the Middle East. Maybe for those that live in the States and in the UK, they might know people that are fasting, but it's not really in the face as much. So I kind of figured I'd ask you, I invited you on today so we could talk about kind of the principles and the messages, the principles underlying Ramadan, and the messages and the lessons that we could actually gain from it. So first of all, by way of introduction, who are you, and kind of what do you do? If you'd just like to give the audience a brief intro.
Okay, so I'm a teacher by profession. First, I began my career as a teacher, and then I get into all the life coaching and energy healing and all these like things that can help people to reconnect with themselves. I like to give myself a title as a woman searching for truth and leading myself and others to connect with their souls, true purpose of life. So whatever like I'm doing, it's just a way to connect to my soul first, and then help others to connect to our souls. Like, because whenever we connect to our soul, our heart, we can find our purpose, and then we can enjoy our life.
What a beautiful introduction. I really like that. So let's kick into this. We've got about 15-20 minutes here. So let's start with what is Ramadan?
Okay, Ramadan actually is a spiritual holy month. It's all about connection with God. And to connect with God, first we need to connect with our soul. So now it's the first begins like this, our connection with God. It's like first we need to connect with our heart. Then when we connect with our heart, then we connect with our soul. And when we connect with our soul, then we connect with our God. And this holy month is the only way to, train yourself, your body. This body, it's always all the year. It's eating all the day, working all the day. And now it's time in the year to take rest, to it's like when we leave food and water like for 16 or 18 hours a day, the body will be weaker, yeah? When we are weak, we connect more deeply inside of us. And when we go deep inside of us, then we connect to God. This is the moral thing of Ramadan. Besides like fasting, it's for health. It's like also like our body is a battery, and we need this month to charge it for spiritual rituals. So it will keep us going the whole year. But for me, and I know it's like, for me, Ramadan is a connection with God. This is the bottom line of it. So
Okay.
when we pray in Ramadan, and like especially the last days now, like in today, especially now, and last 3 4 days, usually we begin to feel very weak, because if you really fast, and then at the Maghrib when we eat very little, we don't eat much. Slowly, after at the end of the month, your body will become weak. And this weakness, I love this thing. I love this feeling, because whenever you are weak, your brain is stopping from thinking. And this is a lovely moment for me. It's the end of Ramadan, and how it's like forcing us to go deep inside.
Ah, I like
I
that.
hope.
So it's very much about discipline, discipline,
Yes, discipline
interest,
and
interest.
connection. And like and us, like before, Muslims before, they were like last 10 days is doing it in the masjid. They go to the masjid, and we say that i'tikaf, they don't see anyone. 10 days they spend it in silence in the masjid, only praying, eating little bit, on drinking water, eating dates. So all of this to get through more connection with the soul, and more connection with the God, to come more pure, actually, to leave
I get
all
it.
the things. Mhm.
When you describe it in the way that you do, I actually get it. Because my understanding, or what I've kind of witnessed very much with Ramadan, is, when you break the fast, and the meal that you have when you break the fast is called iftar.
Yes.
Traditionally, it's quite a big thing over here in Dubai, and you have like iftar buffets. Um, so you get a lot of people that fast, and then at iftar they literally just stuff their faces, um, like
I know,
getting enough
I
food
know.
in the mouth, which in a way kind of like defeats the whole purpose of what you're just describing to me.
Yes, actually, yes. Most of the people, really, they take it little bit off of the way, because the more I eat after iftar, the more I reconnect with the body, with the material world. So for me and for my family, I keep it always like very low in the food. I eat very little. I drink water, and I eat dates. So whenever, like, this is the thing, is whenever you leave the food, you leave the material world even more. And I hope, like, later on, people, they will know the real message of Ramadan.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That was a beautiful description you gave there. And I was going to ask you a question, but it's literally just completely gone out of my mind. But I may remember as the live stream goes on. So, what other principles are they? What are other principles? And oh, that was my question I was going to ask you. Is it like praying? Because I know during Ramadan you pray a lot more than you would normally. And
Yes.
I think Muslims pray quite frequently anyway. How many times a day would you pray
Yeah,
normally?
we pray. Yeah, we pray 5 times a day. We pray
You
five
pray
times
five.
a day.
Okay. So
Yeah.
during Ramadan, how many times a day would you pray? And
Now,
I'm
now,
assuming that you're meditating a lot more as well. Is that correct?
yes, and this is about i'tikaf, the last 10 days. Like, it's all about meditating and connection, more connecting to God and to universe, to the soul. So now in Ramadan, after Isha, we pray more like Sarah. The name of it is Taraweeh. So we pray 8 prayers, or 10, or 12, or 20. And then later on, we pray at night. We say it Qiyam al-Layl. So at the night, at 3 o'clock, maybe 3 a.m., we pray again. So it's all about connection with the God. We increase the prayers in Ramadan in this time, because it's like, it's like when you have the battery of the laptop, your battery like finished. It's every year we recharge our battery in by this Ramadan. And the more we do prayers and connect with God more, connect with our souls more, with our hearts more, cleansing our hearts from all the feelings, all the thoughts, forgiving everyone, because this Ramadan is the forgiveness month. It tells us, if you forgive others, like God will forgive us. Like, if I want God to forgive me, first I need to forgive others. I need to forgive myself. So it's all about connection. It's all about forgiveness. It's all about living in peace. And it's like the whole thing, principle of meditating. It's all about Ramadan and praying in Ramadan.
Mm-hmm. I know you. That's how you and I know each other, through kind of. Again, I've spoken to a few people, I think, on this live stream, have I, who were at Dr. Joe, and I know you were at Dr. Joe's event. Dr.
Yeah.
Joe. I know that's not what we're here to talk about, but what I did love about that event was there was so many different religions. There was Christians, there was Muslims there, that everybody coming together and just uniting as one. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it's like, everyone in the whole earth, like, they are looking for peace. And the more we look out ourselves for peace, the more that we are away from it.
Mm.
The more we go inside of us, to our heart, to our soul, the more we find more peace. So this is all about, this is about that every religion came to lead us to peace. So meditation is like a way, it's a gate to teach you how to silence your thinking, your analytical thinking, and go deep and connect with your heart. And it's all the soul of the religions, isn't it?
Yes, yes. How are you feeling? Oh, how are you feeling at the moment? We've got 3 days left of Ramadan, and you were saying that this is kind of the favorite time for you.
Yes.
You've experienced almost a month of fasting, eating minimal food, cleansing your body, praying, meditating, opening your heart. How are you feeling at the moment? Are you feeling energized? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling, I don't know, what does it feel like for you?
It's like now, I'm always like, for me, I take Ramadan in a different way. I don't like Ramadan. For me, it's cleansing and cleaning, and it's like I have always pen and paper to write everything I had before Ramadan and what I am now after Ramadan. It's about questioning our thoughts, our feelings, our living, our purpose. Am I fulfilling it? If I entered Ramadan and I didn't change, then I didn't get anything out from Ramadan. So for me, I have always a paper and pen, and I write the beginning of Ramadan, what I want from this Ramadan.
Are you able to
Yeah.
share any of that with us?
Yes. I will. Actually, today I made a video and I was telling about, I said something about despair. I was despair. Am I good enough so God will forgive me and I will, it's like fulfill our life, whatever, like, answer my prayers. And this is, we always ask this, am I good enough for the prayers I'm doing? So this is what I was.
You are good enough. I know that.
Thank you.
I know that.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is what I was at the beginning of Ramadan. I was asking myself, am I good enough so God will answer me, or the universe will give me whatever I want, or whatever I'm getting back. And I write all my emotions, whatever I want to get rid of. It's not something is negative I want to get rid of. And before this, because of quarantine and Corona and the thing, we all have fears. I will not be honest with you if I tell you I don't have fears at all. No, I have little bit of fear. Yes, I have. But the prayers and Ramadan and meditating, and it was a goal for me at the beginning, is to get rid of all and to surrender fully It's like to surrender fully. And this is the whole month, it was about surrendering. And what I found in me, so despair, and if I am good enough to answer my prayers, and actually it's like there is a little bit of fear inside of me and sadness. And thanks God, like today, it was the last thing that I get rid, and I fulfilled myself again. And really, it's like, when you are full of love, and this is the beauty that when your body is weak, you feel you are more connected to God, because in this time, the weakness, when I say Allah or God, like, accept me, I feel that I am accepted, because nothing in this life, in the material world, is more important than feeling peace and feeling happiness, feeling, I don't know, it's an emotion, whatever I want to describe it, I can't describe it, put it in a word, but really, I felt so connected, and I'm very glad that I had this feeling, and it was very intense in this Ramadan, because the energy all over the world is very intense. Really, it's the energy of the earth, energy of the sun, whatever the planets are. It's all like very high, intense energy, and really, I felt it. I'm so happy that today I found the last thing and I worked on it. Now we have three days maybe, or 2 days, we don't know. It will be 30 days or 29, but still we have 6 days after Ramadan to fast again. And this is, it's like, it's a reconnection and a reset. It's a reset. And the cycle will begin again. The cycle will begin again. Yes, sometimes I feel really sad because the Ramadan will finish, but I feel more happy and more energized, and it's like cleaned. Like I'm clean from inside. I'm more connected. I'm more energized to re-go to life again with new things. Every Ramadan I have new discoveries in myself, and I'm very glad of these things. And really, I'm so willing to now face the world again after Ramadan with all the energy I get, with all the enlightenment I got from this Ramadan. It was so nice, really.
Thank you for sharing that. And I'm so happy that you experienced what you wanted, and the revelation, if I'm allowed to call it that. Oh, you can hear the cat going crazy outside. They're fighting. But yeah, no, thank you. It's you put it beautifully there, and you have got a wonderful glow about you. So yeah, I can see that a lot of healing has taken place, and and that you've achieved your objectives. Tell us a little bit about the fasting after Ramadan, because I thought when Ramadan ends, that was it after the holy month. But you fast for another 7 days. Is that correct? Well,
yes, yeah, another 6 days, like we call another 6 days of Ramadan, and it's like in the calculation, because fasting one day, it's like 10 days, okay, and then we fast 30 days, it's like 300 days, and then 6 days with the 60 days, so it's like we are fasting the whole year. So Ramadan 30 days, and then 6 days of the next month, it comes later on. And we also fast 3 days every month. It's the full moon days from every month. Yeah, it's very good. I'm not doing it every month, but I would love to do it every month. But this is the 3 days of the full moon, and when the full moon is, there is a lot of energy. If you fast, you will have less energy in your body, so you will be more calm. And this is our prophet, like he told us about fasting the 3 days of every month. So yes, like our fasting, it will go through the year, but this is mandatory here, Ramadan, and the other days is like for us, it's if I want to fast, yes. If don't, it's no obligation for this fasting. But it's like cleansing over the whole year. you keep cleansing your soul, you keep cleansing your body, cleansing your emotions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zainab. You've explained that beautifully. And we've been on for 22 minutes now, so I am going to bring this to an end. And I think you described it so well there. I did have a few questions that I was going to ask, but I'm not going to ask them, because I think what you've described is really the essence of, you've described it very well, the essence of what it means to you and why you do it. So thank you for that. And I'd just like to end this on that you do have, I mean, people that are coming onto my lives are people that I connect to, and you have such a wonderful energy about you. And, you know, I think, you know, that's something that stands out. It stood out for me when I first met you. You got such a beautiful, warm, loving energy. And yeah, that shines out of you. It shines out of you all the time, not only during Ramadan, but all the time. And I don't think I would be the only person to say that. So, but thank you so much for your time today, Zainab. Is there anything that you would like to end this live stream on?
Yes, I would thank you a lot. And really, whatever you said about me is the same about you, because I'm your mirror. And I would love to tell everyone this message. It's about you. Now, the corona thing and whatever is about is about you. Please, if you are going outside of you and searching for an answer for whatever will happen tomorrow, stop this and go inside. Search for the answers inside of you. Search for the solutions inside of you, because when more you go inside, the more you are open to the answers, the more you are connected to everything. Because whenever we leave this material thing, material world, we connect to higher power, and there we can find our happiness, find our purpose, find our answers. Thank you so much. This is all. And really, peace, what is whatever all of us is looking for, and peace will not find it outside. It's all about us. It's all about inside. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you so much. And guys, for all of you that have tuned in, thank you so much for watching. And I really hope that you've gained some value out of this. So here you've got a Christian talking to a Muslim, and you can see that we've both got a lot of love and respect for each other. And yeah, so there's people watching this from other parts of the world that maybe have, I don't know, opinions in their mind about Ramadan, about Muslims. I'm hoping that this has really opened your eyes. And if you've gotten any value from this, you've enjoyed the broadcast, please like my page and share this to your network. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you again, Zainab.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Much love, darling.